welcome back to the lab. Oh yes, now I've had some help, and in fairness, it's been okay with them. They've been alright, but now is the time where I don't really need them anymore, because we're basically at the end of our services here. So I'm going to get rid of my your service is no longer. Okay, catch you later, have a great time. I'm not going to fire them, I'm just not going to pay them for a bit. Now the reason why I'm not going to pay them is because then they stop working for me altogether. It means they'll just hang outside of my house. So basically the reason why I'm not making anybody work for me right now is because I've got too much to sell. Now, I genuinely thought when I started doing this that these guys would be quite slow. Turns out, over time, they became really fast, and trying to keep up with them was actually quite difficult. So I've got like five tons of like deals to do here, which is going to be fun. The downside is I've got to avoid the police and get to my dealers, because I've just got phone calls, I've got messages from them saying that they've basically run out of merch. This has been part of a problem. Now, the reason why this is a problem is because I've mass produced so much that I now don't have like much room, and the other part of the problem is I've mass produced so much that I've got to wait until these guys can sell everything. So yeah, that's another 4,500. Talk to him, yeah, get all this stuff done, and then we are good. He's done. That's fair. So he's got a full load again, so that's going to be like another 5 grand. I've got to make my way over to my other girl now. I can't remember her name. Yeah, I'll remember it at some point, maybe, or the name will just escape me for the rest of my life. Right, let's go in here. Let's pick up some one of those, and one of those. That's 6. I don't know how, I can't remember how many I can carry, 5 or 6 at a time. It's fine. Now, in order for me to get rid of a lot of this stock, I am it's Molly, how you doing? Thank you very much for your money. And I'm going to have to fill you back up, aren't I? Right, you can take that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Excellent, done. Brilliant. So, most of the stuff that I've got is OG Kush. Think that's OG, that's OG, that's OG. So if we put all the OG Kush on one shelf, that's OG Kush, so that can go over there. That's fine. That's my other stuff. Anything purple can go on the other shelf, because I screwed up some of this stuff, but I did okay with the rest of it. And then this is just spares and repairs, so anything that we had spare goes on there. So what I can do, they're actually fine now, so Benji's okay and Molly's okay. That's okay. So I can do product, we can do OG Kush, so I can link that one for sale, that one's for sale, that one's not for sale, and that one is for sale. Have I got any? I think I've got some sour diesel left. We have got some, that's okay. I'll take some of this, and I'll take... Alright, so if anybody phones me, I can then basically carry on. Now, I do have some of this to set. I do have some of this to do as well, but we've basically run out of bags. Now, another thing is when I was setting up my little girl here for, like, moving things around, she was like, oh, I couldn't do this. So I put my route in to go from, basically from here. I filled this up with baggies, chucked it down on the production list, and then it was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And then all of a sudden she just started just putting stuff elsewhere, and it was like, this doesn't make any sense. West End Wharf, where's the wharf? Ah, this is the wharf. OG Kush, and you wanted a lovely day. 5 OG, the wharf near the French restaurant. How have I never heard of this place before? It's probably on the other side of town. Well, this is the wharf anyway. We'll carry on walking. So yeah, basically I set her up to do all this other stuff and this, that, and the other, but she was basically stealing all the baggies and putting them in a pocket, and then that was it. All of a sudden I'd have like, I couldn't do nothing because she was taking everything and then not putting it back. I was like, so what the smoke is going on? I don't know, maybe it's just a bug and I didn't set it up properly, but it was working before, and then all of a sudden it wasn't working. I was like, this is really confusing. That's a police officer. Is there only one wharf? Oh, is that it? Damn it, I'm on the wrong end of town. No, it's gonna be a long jog, this. OG Kush, and she wants 5 of those. Cool. Right, next one, Kathy Henderson. I can do the purple stuff, and we're doing it at night time at the North Waterfront. Be there then. So this is up by the flat. But yeah, so far we're doing okay. It's been genuinely, I would say some people that I was speaking to about this game were kind of right. There is a bit of a grind, but at the same time, it's actually not that bad. A lot of the grind mainly just comes from basically creating plants. That's pretty much it. As soon as you've got everything out and you've got like the right things set up and done, genuinely the game becomes a lot easier. There's not a lot of problems with it at all. But yeah, apart from that, we're doing okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Oh, right. We've got to get to the wharf, which is on the other side of the bridge. And I don't know about the last deal. It might be too late. Behind the pawn shop. Oh yeah, I know where that is. Right. So yeah, all in all, it's actually not going too bad. I'm actually enjoying the game a little bit. I'm still really surprised that only one person built this game. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of one-man devs coming out now that are really doing like good jobs with games. This is definitely one of them. Well, we've made a load of money. My downside now is I need to launder it, so I've got to do that in the morning. Yeah, the problem with earning so much money now is it does get a little bit harder to shift. All right, anyways, so let me just pop all this back on my shelf. So we don't need that one for now, and that is OG. So that's OG. And this is sour. Yeah, I'll probably just end up like dropping all this in with my dealers and being all good. On that note, going to bed. We need to launder. Okay, I'm saved. My people are still hanging out. Oh yeah, they are the dream team though. Once they get working, it's all good. Yeah, it's having the guy actually grow the stuff. I genuinely thought it was going to take. I genuinely thought it was going to be a lot more like time that he was going to spend. But the actual problem I came up with was packing. So I think maybe it's because the packing's in one room and not next to where it should be. So I'm gonna have to keep it. I think when we get around to actually building into the warehouse, because that is kind of where I want to go, that's the next thing I want to do. Right, so we need to do all of this. The downside is I need to do all of this stuff, and I've only got like $2,000. So you can only do this for £2,000 a time. It takes a surprising amount of time to launder money. Unless my limit's changed by the end of the week, because it clicks over every turn, so I can't deposit anymore. So I'm stuck with loads of money in my wallet, and that sucks a lot. Right, I think what I need to do then is I need to get all of this stuff sold off, and then well, I'll carry on from there. At the moment, that's pretty much all I can do. I can just keep selling things off and doing this and doing that. My people are basically not going to get any. They're not going to be working for about a week because I need to basically get rid of everything. It's tight, really is, because it's just the joys of life. It's trying to get through all of this stuff before you carry on. So yeah, you are causing me a problem. But yeah, so with these, by the way, when you automate it for yourself, these are some of the best things you can have. Adding the extra soil, adding water is all good. Once you've got a worker working on these, they're not needed anymore, so that you can actually, the room that it takes for like plugging these up, and then you can put more growth canisters in. It's one of the best things you can do. So that's my advice. When you get automated, move all of this. It's all good. How much have I got left on here? Oh, I need 12 bags. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and get 12 bags now, and then you guys are, I'm gonna click my fingers at some point and then I'll be back, basically, because until then it's gonna take a really long time to get rid of all of this stuff, and you don't want to wait. So yeah, I'm gonna go off and do all this now. It's gonna take my time, and then we're all good. Okie dokie. So welcome back to welcome back to this. So what have I been up to since you guys have not been on? Well, I bought a lot more seeds, about 100 or so. So it cost me about $3,000 to stack up, because I want to just keep planting and go from there. Worst comes worst is, well, actually I could just get rid of everybody and be happy, but I might get him to grow stuff and I'll reorganize a few things. So what I did here was I took the packaging table out, and the reason why is because I've got that automated packaging table over there, and we've got lots of shelf space I can fill up over there, and that's all good. So I'm just using this for shelf storage at the moment. I do have my 3 growers which I can use, and I probably will at some point, because I do need to get rid of all of this as as well, plus need to get all this done as well. And I've only got 2 members of staff now because the packaging lady, I kind of want to redo her at some point, but I'll do that when I get a bigger place of business. Now, bigger place of business, I could get the barn for 25 grand, which is not too bad. I went up and actually had a look at it. It's actually massive, which is pretty cool, but I want the warehouse. And the reason why I want the warehouse is because I feel like that's where I need to be. So I need to make another shed ton of cash. In order for me to make another shed ton of cash, I need to work my ass off. So basically I need to pay these guys and get them working again, and then we go from there. So thankfully he is only $100 a day, so I'll get him in for 2 days and that's fine. And then for this dude, he's $200. Now that means what I'll do is I'll run over to the fuel station. Actually, I could do that now because that means I'll get some stuff, and we'll go from there. So if I pull out $1 grand, and then I can pay them up for about a week, which is good, and then I'll be all right. Actually, you know what? If I take out 5 grand, then I won't have to worry about money for a little while. So I've got 15 grand in the account. I've got 5 grand on me. My dealers are out, and I've basically stocked them up twice since talking to you the last time. And yeah, they should be around about 5-ish grand each by the time I collect on them. So that's what I'm looking at. That should be okay. And so we need 200. Boom, boom. So they're sorted for 4 days. He's sorted for 4 days. He's just growing. Now, I do need to buy a few more chemicals because we've only got 4 at the moment. Now, that's good enough for 1 round, but we will run out really quick. So I need to make them so there's going to be 10 in each. So I'll pick that up tomorrow morning. Okay. Technically he should be nearly finished with those. Wow, he hasn't. Dude, they ain't got water on them. Oh, he's doing all that now. Right, let me just go and find another 9 of those. I need yeah, they're okay. That's okay. Okay, so if I just grab another 9 loads of chemicals from each pile, chuck them on the old shelf, and then he'll be fine. It'll be all good and I'll be happy. So 9 bottles, and then mainly it's just gonna be me packing. And the reason why I'm gonna be doing all the packing is because, yeah, like I said, I couldn't figure out why the lady was basically just taking everything off the shelf and then not putting it where it needed to go. So I was kind of annoyed by that, but you know, I'll try and figure out. Like I said, it might just be a bug, or it could just be where the house is kind of divided by doors, so I don't know. And that's all I can really think. That's all I could really think of. I was like, okay, maybe it's got something to do with the actual like pathway. I don't know. So yeah, I'll go from there. Oh, I thought that was the cops. Right, let me just pop all this back in, and then yeah, so what's going to happen now is we're just going to be growing a lot of stuff. So time is moving on, and so is my dealer. Who put the door there? Okay, so we're shifting our focus a little bit in my lab. So I've been selling OG Kush for quite some time. As you can see in the bottom right, we're at 46 grand in my account, 12,755 out of my account, and my dealers I've just collected from them, and they're going to be going up as well. So I was like, how can I make a little bit of extra money while still being kind of lazy? So I decided that my guy here, he's just going to keep growing plants, but we're growing the Granddaddy Purple. Oh yes, the Granddaddy Purple is the penultimate way you can make a lot of money on without really messing around with it, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't want to mess around with this stuff. I just want to sell it and get it off the streets into the hands of the customer, and we're all good. Now, whilst I've been faffing around in this, honestly, I've spent a long time just going backwards and forwards and just doing the same thing over and over again. Like I've said in previous sections, part of this game is the repetitive side, where you have to do like a lot of repetitive action. But apart from that, it's one of those games. It's easy to progress, easy to move forward. Just takes a little bit of time here and there. So what's the plan? Well, the plan, because the curfew comes in just under 2 hours, is to go to bed, and then I've got to go and make a run. Now I'm running up to the estate agents because I feel like it's time to get some money, like to go and see how much things are going to cost me. Also, Well, I mean, I just want a bigger place to live. I want to put my bed down one end and have all my people working up the other end where I can't hear them, instead of patting around at night, banging on the floorboards and stuff. I mean, the people I live with are quite noisy. You know, one's a bin man, the other one likes to slam doors. Ah, see, just like that. Right, cool. Now let's go and see how much money it's going to cost to get the warehouse, because that's what we're going for. We are building towards the warehouse. Worst comes to worst is I put myself out on the streets and sell whatever I can for the money I can, and that might just be the final push. I mean, it takes about 3 days for my dealers to finish up whatever they're doing, so yeah, fun and games. Right, so let me go to my laundromat first and chuck another 2 grand in. This is a downside. I think if I can get the other businesses, laundering money is a lot faster, but I'm more open to getting a giant warehouse, because the giant warehouse is that big green boy down there, and once I get that, I don't really have to worry about property anymore. All I have to worry about is getting the money laundered. I'm hoping that owning a lot more businesses will help me do that in the future, because it's annoying. Me, I'm gonna do like 2 grand a day. You're like, no, I need more. So yeah, it was either the massive warehouse or the barn, which is behind this building, which is behind here. So the barn's in here. It's in the forest, and it is pretty cool. I mean, I don't even know what that is up there yet, but that's the barn, and the barn looks like it's got some massive potential. I mean, if you stand on the in the bin, you can see it's got like an upstairs area as well, and the downstairs is quite open, which I thought was quite cool. But yeah, it was either this place or the warehouse, and one of them is 25 grand, the other one's like 60. So obviously with the inflated ego comes the inflated money, and I'd rather have the bigger place, just because, well, it's like a dick swinging competition, really, isn't it? It's like, I have the bigger one, moo ha ha ha. And that's kind of where we're going for. We're going for, I've got the biggest. Now, as you can see, the dock warehouse, it can hold up to 2 cars and 10 people, and that's 50 grand. Now the barn is 25 grand, it can hold 2 cars and 10 people. These 2 businesses are exactly the same size, but one's 50,000. And I prefer the one for 50 grand because, well, it leaves me with a little bit of money on the side, which is good. Also, I could buy a post office, I could buy a car wash, and I could buy a the taco ticklers. Just the world's my oyster at this point, money-wise. I could buy all of this and be happy. But I think today we're going to go and buy the warehouse and then go from there. I do need 50 grand though. And it's Sunday. And I've only got 46 in my account. And I can't put any more into my account because it's Sunday. I could wait until tomorrow and then we can come up and buy the warehouse. I kind of wish I knew how, like, the square footage, like which one's bigger. This one does look better though. Yep, okay, we gotta wait. Kind of disappointing. There's no way that I can get 4 grand's worth of rubbish in the bin either. It's like, that's a lot of bin. Right, yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to my bungalow and start crying into my eyes. Just cry, because I can't do nothing until tomorrow. If you want, I'll show you. This is where we're up to. We're up to such a precarious place of, like, I have not enough money, and I have gotten my weekly deposit limit, and I need 4 grand. Yeah, right, I'm going home. I'm gonna go and cry. And then I've got to move all my operations to the warehouse. And that'd be fine. That'd be cool, because, you know, I'm not sure how I move people yet, though. This is going to take some time, because I don't know how to do anything with these guys. All I know is when I set up their routes and stuff, I kind of get how all this works, which is good. I've got so much of a backlog of stuff. You're just going to keep watering them, aren't you? You could just hit the little funnel thing, these. Look, just enter, enter, enter. There you go. That's all he has to do. And for the record, I still haven't filled these up. I don't know how long it takes for them to empty. It's all good. All right, anyways, so yeah, I need to go to bed. I'll be right with you as soon as this has got to Monday. Right, time for me to get an early night. Tomorrow's a big day. All is good in the land of Nod. Right, now it's Monday. I should be able to deposit 10 grand into my bank account without any problems. I'm crossing my fingers that none of these problems come back to haunt me. So, jump on here, deposit 10 grand. We're good for another week. Fantastic. Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. And all that gubbins. Right. First off, let's go and talk to the man about buying that giant green beauty of a warehouse. So I've got an unlimited amount of, well, I'll say a limited amount of space, but far greater space than I have right now. And then I've got to try and figure out how I'm going to get everything moved over there. Oh, damn, that's going to be a pain in the bum. Right. Oh, why can't I just like sell everything and be done with it, and then I could just rebuy it when we get there? That would be more easier for me. Why isn't this game designed for me? Me specifically, you know, the king of morons. Right, let's go over here and let's go and talk to Ray. Hi Ray, I want to buy the warehouse. I want to buy a property, and I want to buy the warehouse. Yes, 50 grand. Thank you very much. Right, let's go and see my purchase and see what did I buy today. Probably a load of old crud. Now, the funny part is I'd probably have to buy a car at some point, because one of these is going to help me like move lots more stuff. I might have to look into that. Maybe. Car would be nice though. Even if it just gets me from A to B, you know. Okay, so this is my brand spanking new property. TTT. Trespassers will be eviscerated. Yes, they will. We will destroy them. Ew. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. It's actually. What the crap is all this? Thankfully, I own a cleaner. Right. I gotta be honest, the barn looked bigger. Not 100% sure on how I'm supposed to do stuff, but I genuinely feel like the barn would have been a bigger choice. The worst part is, I've already spent 50 grand on this place. How am I going to divide all this up then? Well, I foresee the future. This would be the bedroom. And then, I don't know, I mean, we can't even shut the door. There's no door. I mean, okay, I have an automatic gate and that's pretty damn sweet. Why do I have so much rubbish everywhere though? It's disgusting. Okay, so, interesting. Well, I mean, first things first, I've got to get everything down here to grow. And that means we're going to have to set everything up in here. Yeah, right. I've got to go get all my stuff and I've put it all in there. I'll be back in a little while. Okie dokie. Well, here we go. End of an era. Well, end of the bungalow at least. Well, basically, we've got to move. So I've got everything. I've now moved everything over to the warehouse. I'm still not, I don't know, I'm going to be honest. After buying it, I think I'm having buyer's remorse just a little bit. I think the barn would have been a better choice, genuinely. So what's going to happen is when I've got 25 grand, I'm probably just going to buy the barn and see what it's actually like. If I like the look of it more, then I'll probably be more prepared to actually move again and be like, you know what, screw it, the barn's a better choice. But for now, I mean, that giant green warehouse over there is mine and I'm all good with it. I'm kind of weirded out that we can't shut the front door. Like, that's a really weird and strange thing that I'm having like mental issues with right now, because for me that doesn't make any sense basically. So yeah, this is everything I need to get. First off, I need to put all the beds upstairs, and then I think I've got to go and talk to Thingy about the people who work for me. So one bed there, one bed there, one bed there, and I can't fit another bed there. I'll leave my bed out here because I've got the telly. Yes, because I own the telly. I'm all good. Right, let's get all the shelving finished off down here. Like I said, I'm just putting stuff out for now just to basically go, okay, we've got this much space. Excellent. And that's it. Right, so that's everything that was in the bungalow, which now strikes me that that's actually quite a lot of equipment. Cool. Now, what I want to do is I've got this space back here first. I think this would be good for marijuana growing. I think we'll be decking the side out here with like plant pots, and then we've got our, we can put a mixing table here and processing here. And that means I'll have to get a mixer in as well, and that's okay. We've got all this top floor that we can just shove people's beds up here. You know, be happy, we're all good. And obviously if I need any more beds, then I can just throw them in here as well. I think that takes care of most of all those shelving and everything I need to put out the back, and that's fine. This whole space in the middle is going to be basically lab. Now it's 4:57. It's a horrible state over here, and it's disgusting. I don't know how long it's going to take for. I've probably got to pay for my employees again, or that I can move them. One of the two. I'm hoping I can move them. If I can't move them, that means I do have to employ them again at a new place, and that's gonna suck. It means I have to rebuy them and redo this and redo that. So yeah, 5:27. I'm also looking into getting a mode of transport. Apparently the golden skateboard's bloody good. I'll have to look into that again. I need to get in here, and I need to sort my people out first. That's my big thing. Now, if I can't move them, I'm going to have to fire them and then rehire them at my new place, which is okay. I've got money coming in from dealers at some point, and I've got enough stock on my shelves to resupply them as well. I have got that building block that I can do. Right, first off, hello, can I move my employees? I need to hire some people. No, I physically have to fire them. Right, okay, that's a shame. Okay, well, let's go and fire my employees, and then I'll sort the rest out another day. But this is a bit of a sad occasion. These guys have worked bloody hard at my place. Well, unfortunately, oh no, and she's run out. Okay, cool. It's not necessarily a bad thing. This is another reason why I need a golden skateboard. It's a long way from the warehouse to here, whereas when I was living here, it's a lot bloody easier. Your services are now required. Thank you very much and have a great day. Same to you, man. Peace out, dude. It's been a sad day. They're like brothers to me. Anyways, I'll wipe the tears from my eyes in a minute. No, I'm all good. Anyways, I know I'm a heartless bastard, but time to move on. Time to regain my life and figure everything else out. Yep, I'm a hardcore drug gangster riding a skateboard through the streets of this place. Oh yeah. Check out my skills. Oh, I can't even do an ollie. Oh, and I just get stuck up. So the idea is not to get stuck on a curb. Cool. Yo, coppers! I got a skateboard! Woo! I feel like Tony Hawk, I'm just not as... Oh! I can't ollie! Excellent. I now know how to use my skateboard. Now I'm dangerous. Right, anyways. Let's get home. Let's get stuff set up, because it's going to take a little while. Right, so that's ingredient, actually. Move this one, because these are stuff I didn't need right now. We can leave that there. This one can have that on it. And done with that. We'll take this, we'll take this, take this, take this, and take this. And I've got my other spare unit, and then we can put that on here. Pucker. That's everything that needs to be sorted out. Also, I've got a spare bin, so currently I don't need this spare bin. So the bin itself can go on there. And there we are. perfect. The warehouse is sorted out and ready to go. I can now bring employees in to work on here, and I'll try and get this working properly as well. Why is that floating? That shouldn't be floating. But apart from that, we're good. So everything on here is the supplies for this only, which is good. That is fine. I will actually, if I get another big shelf and put it here, I can use it full of baggies for that, and then that's okay. And then we've just got everything else that's needed to be here, and then this will just turn into a lab. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't really do much else. I need to clean up. I need to get all this spit and spot. And, yeah, unfortunately, the game's left me in a bit of a predicament. But apart from that, we're all good. So there we are. I have I have bought the warehouse. The warehouse is now the biggest property that I can buy officially, which is nice. And, I don't know. It's going to be an adventure filling this bed up now. All we need is we just need a plant grower to get this going, and Bob's your uncle. We are ready to go. I do still feel really weirded out that this place has no doors, which I feel is a big problem. It should be addressed. We need doors on here because it doesn't feel safe. But apart from that, I'm all good. So if you have enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. I will be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else to do on this channel. We're going to expand this place out, and it's going to be awesome by the time I'm finished. So until then, peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Boom. Fist bump to you.